Hello, people. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. What? Look, when it comes to these handhelds, I'm using the Steam. I use the Steam Deck. Okay. I'm playing Spider-Man right now. Yep. But it doesn't mean that I don't talk about other handhelds. If I see news on it, I'll talk about it. Okay. I try not to leave nobody out in the cold, so yeah, I will always try to cover them. When it comes to these portable PCs, so I'm looking at the GPD Win 4 right now, so got a little article on it. So yeah, I always keep you guys up to date, man. I'm saying yes, I do use the Steam Deck. Yes, I do use the Steam Deck, and with the Steam Deck, I am up to date. So when it comes to other handheld, it doesn't mean that I don't like them. Doesn't mean that. It's just the Steam Deck is the one I prefer. That's just me. But anyway, but I do like other handhelds though. Don't get me wrong. I do like other handhelds. The GPD with the sliding keyboard. They're all good. The OXO, the A&E, or the 1X, the GPD, the ROG Ally, they're all good. Me, I'm using the Steam Deck. That's just the truth. So yeah. Anyway, what I got here? I got on the GPD WinMax 4. Listen to this. GPD WinMax 4 2023 handheld gaming PC with Ryzen 7040U and Qwerty keyboard begins shipping. Ooh, all right. I must have just missed this. Says here, GPD Win 4 2023 is a handheld gaming PC with a Ryzen 7040U Phoenix processor and a 6-inch 19 by 20 1080 pixel touchscreen display. Squeezed between the set of game controllers, you can also slide the screen to reveal a QWERTY keyboard for thumb typing. And then it says GPD launches an Indigo campaign for the Win 4 this summer, and now the company has begun shipping its backers for that campaign. Says the company says it ships its first 358 handheld earlier this week, and I've seen some reports that backers have started to receive them. Then it says here, so far the company says it shipped 250 GPD Win 4 units with Ryzen 7 7840U processor, 32 gigs of RAM, and 512 gigs of storage, and then 108 units with Ryzen 7 7840U processor, 64 gigs of RAM, and 4 terabytes of storage. In the latest update to the crowdfunding page, GPD says its offices will continue shipping more units in October. Offers taking a week off for China National Holiday, but there's no word when the company will ship cheaper models with the Ryzen 5 7640U processor. And then it says here, for what it's worth though, I can't currently find a way to order a model with a Ryzen 7 7040U chip if you didn't manage to reserve one during the crowdfunding, but you can still pay $699 and up for a Ryzen 5 7640U model thanks to an Indigo in-demand campaign, which basically acts as a pre-order page now that crowdfunding has officially ended. GPD says the estimated ship dates for orders placed now is October 2023. You can also order the Ryzen 5 7640U model from AliExpress, where they're going for around $680 or $695. A few other updates worth noting that GPD released a BIOS update for the Win 4 recently, which is set to address audio issues on some models with newer motherboards. Newer motherboard customers may want to install it manually if they receive a Win 4 that's not running the latest firmware. There's also a new version of the Win Control app that's said to address an issue where some early users were experiencing dead zones when using the joysticks. Here's a rundown of the key specs of the GPD Win 4 series. Okay, you have
Gotta remember to scope that Fisk construction site for Yuri.
yeah. Anyway, here's the specs. It says GPD Win 4 7840U, 7640U, and GPD Win 4 2022. They're all using 6-inch screen. It's 1920 by 1080 pixels. Slider, cover, physical keyboard, touchscreen, backlit, physical keyboard joysticks. It says there processors. Okay, they're using a AMD Ryzen 7840U, AMD Ryzen 7640U, and AMD Ryzen 7 6800U, 8 Zen core CPU, 6 Zen core CPU, 8 Zen 6. There's like 3 different models here. So it's like 8 Zen's 4 CPU cores, 16 threads, up to 5.1 gigahertz. 6 Zen 4 CPU cores, 12 threads, up to 4.9 gigahertz, 15 to 30 watts TDP. AMD Ryzen 6840U, 8 core, 16 thread, up to 4.7 gigahertz, 15 to 35 watts. Graphics is a Radeon 7080M, 7060, 6080M. RAM is 32 or 64, 16 gigs, 16 or 32. Storage is 512 gigabytes, 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte, 512, and then 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, and yeah, has Oculink, USB 4, USB 3.2, micro SD card slot, USB 4, USB 3.2, Type C, USB 3.2, Type A, 1 micro SD card slot, 1 3.5 audio jack, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, 4G Lite, stereo speakers, 3.5mm audio jack, built-in mic, Windows, Steam OS dual boot supported, dimension 220 by 92 by 28, weight 598 grams, 570, price $840 to $1,300, crowdfunding, and then the retail is $970 to $1,500, then $699 crowdfunding, $830 retail, then $800 to $1,200 crowdfunding. Yeah, that's the GPD for you. It says here Lilliput Spring. Okay, that's it. So that's the specs on the GPD. So yeah, they're available now through AliExpress and through crowdfunding, and yeah, they're going for a nice little decent low price if you can afford it. So the price, for the GPD Win 4 is let's see, $840 to $1,300 crowdfunding, but then $970 to $1,500 retail. And then for the GPD Win 4 with this 7640U, let's see here. Oops, if I can get this, is $699 crowdfunding, $830 retail, and then for the GPD Win 4 2022, that's $800 to $1,200 crowdfunding. Yeah, those are the prices. So there's 3 different versions here: the GPD Win 4 7840U, and then the GPD Win 4 7640U, and then GPD Win 4 2022. those are the 3 models, and yeah, they all come with. The first 2 comes with 512 gigs, and then the third comes with 1 or 2 terabyte. They're all using PCIe NVMe 4 SSD. Yeah, they have a micro SD card reader, M.2 2280 for the SSD. Let's see, RAM is 32 or 64. Then you have 16. You have 16 gigs or you have 32, 64 on the first one, 16 gig on the second, and then 16 or 32 on the third model. And they're using DDR5 RAM. Okay, 7500 on the first 2, and then on the third is 6400. And the graphics is 7080M, 7060, 6080. R12. Compute RDNA 3, RDNA 3, RDNA 2, and yeah, and they're all using AMD processors. 7840U, 7640U, and 6800U, 8 Zen 4 CPUs, 6 Zen 4 CPUs, 8 core 16 threads, up to 5.1 gigahertz, 4.9, 4.7. Yeah. Those are the models you're getting with the GPD. And then it's a 6-inch, 19 by 20 by 1080 pixels. Then touchscreen, built-in physical keyboard, joysticks, yeah. And has a slider for that keyboard. So that's it when it comes to the GPD, yeah. And if you have the money for it, go for it. If not, then it might not be for you. Then you might get the Steam Deck. Yeah. So yeah. But they're both using Windows operating system. You know, this is the Windows and I think with Steam OS. Yeah. Yay. Maybe Windows OS. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's it with the GPD. I think this is a whoops. Whoa. Oh, get out of there. Okay, now let's see here. I think it says Windows and Steam OS. I think it did. Windows and Steam OS. I think it said Windows and Steam OS. I think it did. Okay. Yep. Nice little handheld too, by the way. But 6 inches. Maybe they need to go 10. Maybe they need to go a 10-inch display on it. That'll be more better, I would say. Yeah, they do. Anything else? Oh yeah, Windows supports dual boot. Yep, missed it. Windows, Steam OS, dual boot. Yeah, something the Steam Deck can do already. But anyway, that's what I got to report on the GPD. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Please still Star Wars a subject thing. Board, dark side. Peace.